now, for you shall be filled. Blessed are you who weep now, for you shall laugh. Blessed are you when men hate you, and when they exclude you, and revile you, and cast out your name as evil, for the Son of Man's sake. Rejoice. Everybody say rejoice.
Rejoice.
I was saying rejoice. Rejoice.
Rejoice.
There you go. Rejoice in that day and leap for joy. He didn't just say rejoice. He said leap for joy. Why? For indeed your reward is great in heaven. That's how we're supposed to deal with the trouble we're going through when we're going through it for the name of Christ, for the name of Jesus. He said, rejoice and leap with joy. And me, myself, I'm not even in the same category with Jesus. And yet, to be persecuted for the same things that he did, what an honor. What an honor. Because I can go through trouble on this earth for a lot of other things that aren't even noteworthy. But to go through because I'm going through it because Jesus went through it, he said, rejoice and leap with joy because great is your reward in heaven. Now, if you go down to verse number 27, it says, and we just talked about this, but I'm going to reiterate this. It says, but I say to you who hear, love, I'll get tight now. It's going to get quiet. Love your enemies. To do good to those who hate you. Bless those who, he didn't say curse them back. And pray for those who spitefully use you. To him that strikes you on the one cheek, I know that's a hard one here.
I ain't serious.
She said she's not there yet.
My daughter don't think me there.
Offer the other also. And from him who takes away your cloak, do not withhold your tunic either. Give to everyone who asks of you, and from him who takes away from you your goods, do not ask them back. And just as you want men to do to you, you also do to them likewise. But if you love those who love you, what credit is that to you? For even sinners love those who love them. And if you do good to those who do good to you, what credit is that to you? For even sinners do the same. And if you lend to those whom you hope to receive back, what credit is that to you? For even sinners lend to sinners to receive as much back. But love your enemies, do good, and lend, hoping for nothing in return. And your reward will be great. And you will be the sons of the Most High, for he is kind to the unthankful and the evil. That's a lot to bite on. There's a lot to chew on. He said, love your enemies. Do good to those who persecute you. Pray for those who spitefully use you. Turn the other cheek. I had a roommate one time that already brought up to me the fact that if we ever got in a fight, I had to turn the other cheek. So he said, you're a Christian, what can you do? You got to turn the other cheek. And I told him, your flesh now, I tell you that. I said, he did say turn the other cheek, you get 2 swings at me. After that, I don't see nothing else written. So I have to go with my revelation after that. Turn the other cheek. Lend, hoping for nothing in return. I never take what I have and share it with anybody with the hope of getting it back. And I know this Bible says lend, but I actually give. I don't lend, I give. Somebody said, well, can I borrow $20? I said, no, I can't lend you $20, I'll give it to you. Because I don't want anything in return. The whole thing of giving to someone is my joy. That a need is being met. That's my joy. But see, when we sit there and we try to manipulate God, well, I'm going to give because it'll be given to me, good measure, pressed down, shaking, hold on. Now you give for the wrong reason because he said don't expect nothing back. That is what he said? So we'll take the word and we try to use it to get stuff from God. No, he said your reward is in heaven. You bless somebody. I dare you. Go give somebody some money that has a need. Don't ask for anything in return. Say God bless you. You're talking about a witness.
Yes. Yes.
People hold on to money like this. And you take that and you share with someone, they know your heart's genuine.
Yeah.
And here's the thing. When you do stuff for other people, do it as unto the Lord. He said, whatever we do in word or deed, do it as unto the Lord. So when we do stuff for people, don't get upset if they don't say thank you. If they don't come back and give it back, you don't want them to do that. He said, sinners, they do that. They land and they get back from each other. He said, no, you're not supposed to be that way. You're supposed to do expecting nothing. He said, and great will be our reward in heaven. Great will be our reward in heaven. Because this thing doesn't stop here. I know we're just down here and we're doing our thing. We figure out this thing is over and it's all done. We're going to be in heaven with angel wings and all that stuff. But I don't believe it. I believe God said he has a kingdom. If he has a kingdom, he's a king. He has to have people helping him run the kingdom. So who's going to help him run the kingdom? I'm looking at him. The ones in the kingdom now. That's why he's dealing with us now about issues. That's why he wants to get the word now. And guess what? Not just for us. We have our kids coming up. Do we not? And they're going to have kids. We have parents that we have to forgive. Brothers and sisters we have to go to and get things right with. This thing's important because guess what? The trouble's going to be there irregardless, but we can make things better. Not just for our lives, but for other people's lives. So that's the challenge that we have. Now, a couple more things and we'll close. In James chapter 1, James chapter 1, starting in verse number 2. You know that one by heart? Scripture says, my brother, count it all joy. Count it all joy. He didn't say it was. He just says, count it all joy when you fall into diverse temptations or trials, knowing this, that the trying of your faith works patience. But let patience have its perfect work, that you may be perfect and entire, wanting nothing. When that tribulation, that trial comes, and you know it's not because of what you've sown, he said, count it all joy. Because the trying of your faith is going to bring about patience. And I know none of us have ever prayed, God, give me more patience. Because if he did, and he's saying, why all this tribulation comes my way? Because the trial of your faith works patience. And here's a wonderful thing about the way God is grooming us and growing us. Whatever it is out there that bothers us the most, that controls us the most, you better believe that once, because here's the thing, if you want to, let's say, walk in love, Lord, I want to walk in more love. Guess what's going to be sent your way? The meanest, nastiest, orneriest people on the face of the earth. Because he says he's to love those who love him. But when we can overcome the challenge of loving someone who hates us, then Satan goes, oh, well, I can't use that card on them no more. I can't use that trick. I can't send somebody their way that hates them because all they're going to do is love them. Oh, yeah. It's hard, but it's real. And all Satan's doing, every now and then he'll throw something our way to try to see if he can throw us off. And then once we pass the test, he said, well, I got to try something else. Oh, yeah.